Hello,
Hello and welcome.
welcome to you.
Boy, well, here we are again. Sadly, we don't seem to have your lucky rabbit's foot tonight, Roger.
I
I,
know,
I, I
golly.
did try to get a hold of Jeff a couple times, and obviously he was otherwise engaged this evening, but I'm sure you'll do just fine without him.
Well, we'll see.
We will, as we do each and every time with our second playthrough, this is the second playthrough of scenario number 4, which is we will make the fight. And we give you the disclaimer now. If you have not watched the first one, from this point forward, Roger and I will discuss a little bit about what happened last time. So there will be spoilers. Spoiler alert. So if you haven't watched it, stop now. Go back and watch that. And that's also where you'll get all of the scenario information for this particular setup, and that way you'll have an idea what's going on as we talk about it. But I will open the floor to you first and see if there's anything in hindsight now with the online discussions that we've seen and the very helpful suggestions to me. Uh, what do you think is going to color your strategy tonight? Do you think?
I will overreact and put too many units around in and around Franklin, and you will do a flank march and catch me on the south side of I think it's pronounced Harpeth River. Is how I predict this is going to work.
So thanks everybody for watching tonight. We hope you've enjoyed it.
um, I've soloed this a couple times, and it's I've picked a couple places I gotta have men, I
Right.
think, to protect a potential. I didn't realize last week that this really was a sudden victory scenario. We've never had one of those, I don't
No,
think.
not as such. I mean, they've had things that really counterweight, will super offset. But until it actually happened and we crunched the numbers, I said, "Oh yeah, this really is. If it's meant to, if you can get the knockout blow in turn one, then you save the rest of your evening."
Yeah,
But that's that. Yeah, I think if we have not seen that recently, I mean, we may have seen it once before, but I can't think of a particular scenario that sets that out right.
I know we've had scenarios where there's a single VP site, and we fight over it,
Right.
and you've gone over some strategy tips with me about when really balance. You can't just rush in there right away. I mean, you got to look, okay, what do they have left? What do you have left?
Right.
Balance fatigues, balance manpower, balance the
If
ratios.
only I listened to my own advice, right? I could
uh,
tell other people to do things, but I'm not going to listen to myself. Come on.
well, yeah, that's because you get caught up in the spirit.
It really
And so,
was.
and,
It really
in
was.
retrospect, last week I thought, okay, I didn't realize that if I took Franklin on turn one, there really was no, it was done.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
didn't either until it did happen, and I thought, I think that's the Pollyanna in me saying, "Oh yeah, I can overcome this." No, you really can't. So
yeah,
that was very nice of people to say, "Don't lose Franklin." Okay, thank you. Right, yeah, I am aware now.
yeah, that's well, you can lose it. Yeah, I just have, or the Union player just has to make, as happened in real life, if the Confederates make a play, you've got to make it so
So
painful.
painful, right?
And that is another interesting twist because to some extent you've got to read your opponent. What's the breaking point? Can we make them try?
The I like to call it the squeak factor. What is the point where
Yeah.
you can make them squeak? But you see, you said you've soloed this a couple times this week. I have not done anything so opportunistic. I have looked at the map here for the last 45 minutes or so with my adult beverage and saying, "All right, what could I potentially do?" Now, obviously, I can't figure on anything until I see your first three activations, and then I can kind of craft. I have some general ideas. Well, you've already said one of them. You're like, well, I can do a big old sweeping flank and try to get around you. That's the obvious. The other factor is that I could potentially do is I could go for Franklin as you did, but I know you're going to make me earn it. If I do it, I'm going to have to set up this massive line and break through and just earn. Yeah, but there's going to be manpower losses on that. So honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight.
Yeah. And I realized with 20 movement points, they can cover a lot of ground. And if you get some fives and sixes, they can cover a lot of ground.
Sure. So
Um,
I think that you and I have both recognized for the second or for the replay of this that guile seems to be off the table. The only guile that's going to happen for me is if I can steal a march or two on you and flank you, and then make you come to me, or do like I did in scenario three, where I just got on the turnpike, I built up
And
a breastwork,
yeah,
and then fought it out. And if I'm lucky, I can get some infantry up there to harass and harangue wagons. But I too
yeah,
have been looking at your spreadsheet, crunching numbers, and presuming that the two DAT units up there in Nashville, I mean, that's your flex point. So it says
yeah,
you've got 10. Really, you've already got 14 points automatically in the bank if you don't even move them too far away. So you've got 8 to work with. That means that potentially I've got to knock 2 of them out of the remaining that are. But yeah, I've got to knock down 2 or 3 of them to prevent them to have a chance to keep you out of the 56 point range. So that means soft targets, targets of opportunity,
and
and Forrest going
that
crazy.
that's yeah, and that's as you pointed out last week. The Union has a lot of holes to fill. There's a lot of fords. There's no chance of rain, and you can't spread your defenses out too much because that opens up Franklin. At the same time, you got to get everybody to the north. It's
And
like,
it's hard for the Confederate player to do anything without telegraphing what is to follow.
yeah.
Uh,
So that's got to be part of what I'm trying to think through how to do this, and I'm probably going to do something that, well, when I'll do it, I'll just go, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to pass on the initiatives probably. They're like gold. They're gold, Jerry,
Gold,
gold.
Jerry.
I'm going to pass on them because I got to wait and see what you're going to do. If by chance I get an early initiative, I may have to pass on it
Right,
because
right.
if I move units and burn fatigues, they could be, as that's happened to me on a couple earlier scenarios here. I left my wagons open, and you came in and delivered a very. It wasn't, on rewatch, it was clearly a killer blow.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize it at the time.
And there is that beautiful choreography of if you pass and then go to me, you're hoping that like, you'd hope that I'd pass and go on to turn two. Then Franklin is safe, hooray! But you know that's not
Yes,
going to happen, so you have to. Oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I move? What do I fatigue out to
right.
prevent the Confederates from encroaching? There's a lot of incredible nuance to this scenario that is only now just becoming apparent to
Yeah,
this young gentleman right here.
yeah, that's exactly right. Because I guess kind of got used to these smaller scenarios being fairly straightforward.
Right.
And this campaign, so far, the basic scenarios, I'm going to put basic in quotes, have not been that simple.
Well, I am
I'll just
appreciative
leave it
of
at
the
that.
fact that of all of the postings that I'm seeing on social media of people posting both a lot of people are just jumping right into the campaign, so I've been following those with great interest, but also people just saying, "Oh, I'm playing scenario 2, the race for Columbia," and they're putting pictures. I'm like, "Wow, that's completely different than what happened to us," you know. So it's really neat.
Yeah,
But
very wide open.
well, cool. We've killed all the time that it would normally take to explain all the
Oh yeah,
rules,
gosh.
so this is good.
Yeah,
I
you,
think
you got some editing to do,
no,
I think.
no, this is perfect. This is I think this is why people kind of stick around for the strategery talk, right? Just to give you a very high level, he's the Union tonight. I'm the Confederates, and you're gonna get the first 3 activations. You can't activate the same infantry unit twice, nor can you activate the same cavalry unit twice. However, leaders and wagons can be activated multiple times. I'm gonna win the ties as the Confederates. And then a lot of stuff we've already seen. We do have the death of Cleburne tonight, so if I tend to use him in an assault or a march attack, there's a chance he will die on doubles if we roll that. And then for turn 1 only, I will get the bonus of 5 movement points for leader activation, 4 if the divisions are self-activated. We will pay attention to the fact that I do have artillery values on there, but I do not have artillery for
Oh
turn number
yes,
1. So for your activations on those first 3, you get a minimum die roll of 3 for your infantry and or for everything basically. So if you got a 1 or a 2, it automatically becomes a 3 on the die roll. And I think that is all. Do you have any final words of wisdom before we get underway?
The one thing that I didn't realize till I had gone through, we've had so far if the Union wagons lose a manpower as a result of extended march, additional points for or against the Union does not happen in this scenario. So I can push the wagons a little bit more, perhaps.
That did influence my decision last time because I was willing to flip them, but I wasn't willing to push them farther. But yeah, you
Yeah.
will not lose any VP for manpower losses during extended march for those wagons. So definitely a good consideration.
Yeah, don't lose Franklin on my side. I think pretty clear.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll see if I can handle that.
All
So
right. Well, good luck.
yeah,
Good luck to you, sir.
and good luck to you.
And give my best to the fine people of the hamlet of Franklin. And we'll
Yeah,
visit them soon, I hope.
we'll probably pack it full here,
I'm
given
sure.
my die rolling capability. So
So off you
is
go.
that it?
Yeah.
Okay, off we go. Okay. Leader transfers.
Yes.
I will I will move Schofield to Ruger
Okay.
and Stanley to Wagner.
Great. Another thing that, in hindsight, I wonder if that would have made a huge difference on my movement. I don't think so, but it's good to have coverage on either side, either way.
Yeah. And do you have any? I don't.
No, no, I'm gonna keep
Okay.
everybody where they are.
Okay. So my first initiative is I get to do. I'll use Schofield, and he will activate Cox and Ruger, and he can activate all three wagons as well. So that's be wagon A, and he'll also activate Kimball, wagon B, and he's also going to activate wagon C under Wood. The infantry will all need extended march die rolls. So here's his movement roll. And it's a 1 min 3, so the movement point's going to be 4.
That is correct.
Here's Cox's extended march. It's a 5 plus 1 is a 6. It's a 1 manpower loss for Cox. So Cox is going to do 1, 2 to there. He has 2 movement points left, but he's going to use one of those to put a flanks refuse marker.
I knew you'd make me earn it.
That was one of the key junction points. I could not, had to defend that. Otherwise, it's you get to Richmond Place and it's almost game over. Wagon A, no extended march for him. One, two, one for the bridge, one for the sets. One, two, three, four. Schofield and Ruger are going to go one, two, opening extended march on Ruger. He's moved two. He's okay. Three. I'm going to leave him at Fort Granger. Now I'm move Kimball. Here's his extended march. He's okay. He's going to go one, two, three, and four to Richmond Place. Wagon B is going to go one, two, three. He doesn't have enough because, again, on this scenario, there's an extra movement point for a bridge for those of you watching. So I can't cross a bridge. Finally, Wagon C, one, two, three. He can't move into Wagon B because there's extra penalties for moving into the wagons plus two. That's my first initiative. My second initiative will be Stanley will activate 3 divisions of his corps. So they go to fatigue 1. Here's their movement. Min 3, die roll. It's a 5, so they get 6. Okay, so Wood's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he has to stop there. Wagner's going to go 1, 2, 3. He does not have enough to get to the next hex. Orpendike's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Okay, for my last initiative, Wilson is going to activate Harrison, Coon, and Croxton. And I believe he can also activate a wagon train with 2 dice. So he's going to activate wagon C, take them to fatigue 2. So wagon C will go to fatigue 2, and all the cav will go to fatigue 1. Here's their movement. So that's a 9 plus 2 is 11. So the wagon will have a
I'll actually round up in his favor, so he'll get 6.
You'll get 6. So it's MP11 for the cab and MP6 for the wagon. So we're going to take, Croxton's going to do a one move to there. Wilson's going to go there. Harrison is going to go 1, 2, 3, and Johnson's going to go with him, his division commander. Hatch is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And here's the wagon train's extended march. It's a 2 plus 2 because he gets a +1 for Union and a +1 for the wagon, so he's okay. He can go 6. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, and that's actually as far as he can go because it's going to be the bridge would be +1, the wagon is +2, and the space is plus another 1, so it'd be +4 to move into the wagon A, and the same thing if you wanted to move into Ruger's spot because he suffers a penalty for +1 for going off the pike. That's as far as he can go. So that's my 3 initiatives.
Very nicely done. Everything's just so.
I hope. I hope. Here we go. First initiative. It's yours.
Excellent.
Now we see what you're going to
That
do to
is
me.
the question. I'm going to mull this for a moment. The best bet is to have Forrest activate all the units with him to 1. And here's their movement of +3. Okay, 7. As a group, go 1, 2, 3, 4. A fork in the road. Go 5, 6, and 7. Initiative. It is yours.
I'm going to use Stanley to activate Wagner and Opdyke. Here's their movement. They both go to T2, so they'll both need an extended march. So this is going to be 1 die +1. So 2. Here's Opdyke's extended march. He has to disorganize. He's going to go 1, 2 to there. Here's Wagner's extended march. He also has to disorganize. He's going to go to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Stewart. Activate his crew. Fatigue level 1. They will have a minimum of 5. So here's their march. And it is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. It's mine again. We'll have Stewart activate all 3 of them again. Here's their movement. 5, so they get a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Stewart's going to transfer to Loring. And Loring has an extended march. Here we go. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walthall, extended march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And French, extended march. He flips. So he goes disorganized. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative. Yours.
Well, Wilson will activate Croxton and Harrison, and they're going to build some entrenchments. Initiative. Wow, good to see that 1-6.
Of course it is.
Yours.
We'll have Stewart activate Walthall and Loring to 3. And here's their march. So it is a minimum 5. Um, Walthal's extended march +1. He's okay. He's just going to go there. And Loring's +1. He's okay. He's going to go there. Initiative. It's mine. Alright. Let's see if we can't force a crossing here. Stuart will attempt to activate both of them to assault Wilson. Would you like to make a cav withdrawal?
I will stand.
So here is the attempt. And it comes off.
Hmm.
So run in the numbers. First attack of the night. It's 1 for assault, 1 for tactical, +3 for a 4-to-1 ratio, and -2 for the river.
+3 final.
That's what it looks like. So Stuart's +3. Here we go. Confederate on the right. And it is a +1.
Oh, wow,
That's
that's
gonna.
reading the numbers the wrong way again.
Yeah. So it's gonna be that kind of a night. I thought I was gonna have all kinds of a glorious comeback, but no, I don't think so. All right, so I am a
E for me.
14, and I got a 1, so 1D for me, and a D for you. So we'll lose 1 off of Loring. Come down, and they're both gonna flip. And that is already going the wrong way, so lose a manpower. So I'm 3 in the hole now, and we're done with them. So initiative, it's mine. Cheatham will activate the entire crew. Just see what we can get here. It is a 6 movement. So he'll go with Brown. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And bait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative, yours.
We'll activate Stewart, Bracken, Brentwood. 2 dice. It's a 9. And go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Initiative. Mine again. Yeah, Wilson will activate Stewart, and he'll dig in and trench. Initiative. Yours.
Jackson activate Armstrong. Whatever the other one is. Ross? Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright. +2 on their movement. It's an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Initiative. Yours.
Use Schofield to activate Wood, Wagon B, and Wagon A. Wagon A and B for movement. Wood for entrenching. Here's their movement. Is a 2, is a 3. Wagon A's extended march is a 5 +1, so he has to disorganize. He goes 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's Wagon B's extended march. 4 +2. He has to also flip, disorganize. So he has a 3 movement, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 to the toll house. Initiative. It's yours.
I will have Forrest activate everybody under his range there, under his stack. +3 move it. Man. I swear sometimes, Roger, If I did not have bad luck, I would have no luck at all. Okay. Well, let's do a bunch of extended march rolls here. Start with Biffle. He's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Rucker. He's okay. And then we've got Bell. He's okay. And Crossland. He's okay. So everyone.
This next die rolls a 4, I'm going to laugh.
All right. Initiative. Yours.
Oh, this is where I'm going to go. I'm going to pass. I need to see what you're going to do before I burn any more fatigues. I've already probably burned one too many.
Forest activate Armstrong and Ross to 2. Let's see if he can provide some leadership from there. Here's their movement +3. It's 9. Okay. Forest is going to transfer to them. So Armstrong's extended march. He's okay. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then Ross's extended march. He's okay. He will join them. Okay, initiative. It's mine again. Forest will activate them again to 3. Here's their movement +3. It's 11. Start with Armstrong's extended march. +1. He's okay. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hmm.
2 left over. And they will make a hasty attack on that wagon.
Sure they will.
Alright, so -1 hasty, +3 tactical, and
4.
+1 for ratio. 2 to 1. Okay, so it's just +3, I think.
Oh, +3, -1 for hasty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, bad enough.
Well, we'll see. +3. Here's Confederate on the right. And +3.
Yep.
Not enough to do a
So for me,
manpower.
it's an ER result for me.
It's, yep, DR, and then I think I'm just fatigued out. I am. So
He has to make it 2 streets. He's just going to go 1, 2
oops.
back to that wagon train.
And then Ross's extended march +1. He flips, but he will join them there. Initiative. Mine again. It seems like he's going to need some help up there. So we're going to have Buford activate his 2 to fatigue 3. Here's their movement +2. 13.
Hmm.
So Bell first, +1. He's okay. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They'll stop there. Crossland's extended +1. He's okay. And he's going to go to there. Initiative. Yours.
I should not have moved wagon A that far down the road without infantry support. Okay, so you're at fatigue 3. Is Ross? Ross is not. Oh, he's only got a half a manpower. Okay, I'm going to activate Ruger with Schofield. Take him to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. It's 3. Here's his extended march. Is a 4. He was exhausted. So that's going to be +1, +2. So he's a 6. just a
Just
loss of one
yeah,
manpower.
just one.
And they're just going to do a min move to there on top of those wagons. Initiative. It's yours.
Have Chalmers activate the other two there. Fatigue level 3. Here's their movement plus 2. 13. Um, Rucker's first plus 1 extended march. He's okay. So go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And Biffle's extended march plus 1. He's fine. So they'll go to there and join them. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to pass.
Hmm. Going to activate Johnson. So yeah, minimum 5 then for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative.
And he does
Uh,
not have artillery.
he does not have any artillery, right? Yeah, only Stevenson and Clayton. Initiative. It's mine. Let us get them moving then. So Lee will activate his 2 divisions there. Here's their movement plus 2. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stevenson. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, initiative. Yours.
I'm going to pass again. Still uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is the big question for me. I think Franklin is right out for this turn, so I kind of like what I've been doing with getting the cavalry up there. We can see what we can do in turn 2. Question is, where do I want to move Lee? Yeah, we'll activate Stevenson and Clayton again with Lee. Here's their movement plus 2. 6. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stevenson will just follow behind. Initiative. Yours again.
Well, if I pass, you may pass. That gets Cheatham's group completely refreshed. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass again. I just don't. I don't trust you to not make a lunge if I pull my units out of Franklin.
Roger, you wound me, sir. Uh,
And you've got enough manpower to do that. Right now, I think I've got enough MPs there. You can't really just push in there. I
right.
could maybe. Well, I'm going to pass.
Okay. Let's see what. I think I'm going to pass as well.
Well, that's kind of what I thought. I thought about moving Wagon C and Kimball.
Yeah, the temptation to overcommit people. I'd rather, like as you said, you verbalized it. I'd rather rest Cheatham, and of course rest the cavalry. They're all really beyond where I wanted them, but they're doing fine work up there on the turnpike. So,
Yeah, you took that Hillsborough's out of play, I think.
well then I will hit the recover button. We move on to turn 2 of 2. Right. Would you like to do any turn 2 leader transfers?
Um, I'm gonna leave everybody where they are for now.
Okay. I think the only one I'm going to do is I'm going to move Lee to Stevenson. We'll see if Stewart can overcome his fumble from the day previous.
Yeah,
Chal-
that could be crucial.
Chalmers and Crossland, and Forrest. Yeah, I think everybody else is good where they are. So, all right. Would you like to do the honors for our first initiative?
Sure, Confederate.
All right. So many possibilities.
Franklin is no longer in play for victory
Right.
points.
Right. And I now have all artillery on all my units as printed.
Yes.
I honestly didn't. I didn't consider this far.
Well, this is kind of in my solo playthroughs. This was kind of where I kind of stopped too. Was I didn't lose Franklin on the two that I did. The one I did lose Franklin on, because I left that hex where Cox was sitting blank, and I was, oh wow, you can just march right through
Sure,
White Sweet Home
sure.
and come crashing down in the north, and
Right, right.
be interesting to hear people's comments about me not moving more guys last turn. Oh, this is I got a ways to go here.
I'm tempted to to pass to see what you're gonna do, but I don't need to.
Yeah, I can't pass it in today. Game's
Right,
over
that's right.
with a decisive Confederate victory.
Yeah, Forrest will activate Ross and Armstrong. They'll each add a fatigue, and they'll each entrench one step. Initiative. It's mine again. Um, we'll do that again. So they'll each go up one and increase their entrenchments to breastwork one. Initiative. Yours.
Okay, so he's dug in.
So one of them's three and one's 3/4. So 3 3/4. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah. Boy, howdy, how do I want to do this? Sorry, I'm going to count some hexes. One, two. Right there at the boundary.
Yeah. Right.
So you're not blocking my Zoc. I have to get you out of the way to move down the pike, though. I really don't want to bring Smith out just to go outside. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, and I'll make the move, and then people are free to comment. And you're free to comment after I do it. Schofield can activate, okay, 5 infantry unit and all 3 wagon trains. I hate to activate everybody at once, but that's what I'm going to do.
But you and I both know where your lucky star dangles on the horizon. I know the number that's going to come up. So we'll
So,
we'll just see how.
Wagon A will need an extended march. I have to put that in so I don't forget. He goes to fatigue 2. Wagon B will not. He goes to fatigue 1. Wagon C will not. He goes to fatigue 1. Kimball will not. He goes to fatigue 1. Ruger will not. He goes to fatigue 1. So that's done the 3 wagons, 2 infantry. Cox is 4th infantry. Wagner and Wood are 5 infantry units. Man, I hate doing that. But I probably will never get another initiative as long as I live. Here we go. Movement roll. 1 die +1 is a 6.
As I said.
Well, now I've got to think this through a little bit. We'll do Ruger first. Debatable strategy here. Ruger's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Wagon B is going to go 2 because he left the pike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Goldfield is going to go. Well, he had to go with Ruger. He didn't have any choice. I'm not transferring anything else. Wagon A is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Wagon C is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. I didn't do Wagon A's extended march, did I?
I don't think so.
He's okay. Okay, now I've got a bunch of infantry guys to move now. Kimball's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Fox is going to go 1, 2, 3, 5 to there.
And we will stand.
Will,
We will.
foolish fellow. Wagner's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. It's yours. We are running for our very lives.
Indeed, yes. Chalmers activate both his units. Here's their movement +2. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Initiative. Mine again. Forest is going to activate Bell under Buford. Take him there. And here's the movement +3. 14. He's going to transfer. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to there.
5. Quite enough.
Not quite enough, right? And initiative. That's mine again. Let's start moving some units here. Stuart's going to activate French. There's the movement +2. That was not ideal. So we go 1, 2, 3. Alright, initiative. Yours.
Okay, boy howdy. Yeah, Schofield's going to activate Wagon A and C. Wagon A goes to fatigue 3, Wagon C goes to fatigue 2. They're both going to need an extended march. So here's their movement. 1 die +1 is a 6. Here's Wagon A's extended march, which is +1 for Union, +1 for Wagon, and then plus another +1 for going to T3, so +3 extended march roll.
That's right.
And it's a 6, so he loses a manpower. Yeah, he just loses 1. Okay, but he rolled a 6. No, he rolled a 5, so the movement point is 6. Always meant to write that in. Okay, that actually changes my math a little bit. Well, I'm going to have to leave him hanging. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Wagon C's extended march. It's going to be 1 dice +2. He has to flip or go disorganize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He does not have enough to get into that next hex. But he's open to a potential assault from just about everybody. Initiative. It's yours.
Cheatham will activate his core. Here is their movement +2. It's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, hello, good people of Franklin.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Initiative. Yours.
Okay. Stanley is going to attempt an assault on Ross and Armstrong with wood.
Hmm. Well.
He goes to fatigue 2.
Okay.
What would your little cab units like to do?
Do I want a 16% chance of giving you another manpower? But I could lose a bunch more in that, so yeah. Prudence says I need to get out of there. So they will each get 1 more fatigue. Okay, here it is. Here's their retreat. Here's the roll just to see if they evaporate. Come on, man. Fine. Fine, this is fine. This is fine. So I'm going to give you another manpower loss. And since he's done anyway, I will take it from Armstrong. And he will flip. Okay. So they will go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can make your assault attempt.
Okay, so it does come off. So he could advance if he wants to, correct?
He could, yes.
So he will go into the blacksmith shop. Uh, Now, right now, Ross is at a half a point, half a manpower.
Yes.
Three, four. So that's not going to get you.
Well,
For those of
so
you out there on the internet, my concern is that Forrest is going to block my line of communication, and he's not quite there yet. But Crossland would be enough to tip him over the top.
or if I built any abattis with anybody.
Or if you build any entrenchments,
Right.
correct.
So just assuming that now, if your pathway were to come out of 5605 down that pike, then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, Stanley is still at that threshold right there.
Yeah, Stanley's not in, but I think Wagon A is.
No, Stanley is right at 13.
Oh, is he at 13?
Yeah,
Yes, yes. The blacksmith shop was 13. Yeah. Oh, boy. For those of you out there who will be playing this scenario, there's a lot of counting hexes. Probably should have little counters to put in there so we can say this is the target.
yes.
Okay. Initiative after all that. It is mine again. Well, this is what I'm going to do. Schofield is going to activate Wagon C, Wagon B and Ruger, Wagner, and Cox. And they're all going to go for movement. So here's their movement. Their movement is a 6. I'm going to move Wagon C first. So here's his extended march. 1 die plus 3 is a 5. He's just going to join Wagon A. Here's Wagon B. Extended march is a 6. So that's a plus 3. That's a 9.
Still just a 1, I
Oh,
think.
it's just a 1 no matter what. Okay. Wow, I thought he was dead. Though he might still be dead when the time comes. So he's going to go 1 to there, 1, 2 to there. He does not have enough to get another hex. Here's Ruger's extended march. Is a 2 plus 1. He's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there, 6 to there. There's Wagner's extended march. 5. He's gonna 5 plus 1. He's gonna lose a manpower. He is a 6. So that's gonna be 1. 1 to get in there plus 2 is a 3. He has enough to get to Wagon B. Cox. Extended march. 4 plus 1. He's actually okay. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Now in this case it's plus 1, plus 2, plus another 2. So that's plus 5. He does not have enough to get into Wagon A and C. He could go into Ruger's hex, however. He's not going to. He's going to stay there. Initiative. Just Confederate.
Have Cheatham activate everybody.
Yep.
Here's their movement plus 2, 6, 1, 2, 3 to there, 3 left over. What would Hatch like to do?
Oh, how many left?
3.
So it'd be a normal attack. 8 to 3. I'm, I'm not going to stand. I'm going to retreat. And I'm a plus 3. Here's the 4. And I have to retreat 4 to 6 hexes. So I think my first hex has to be to here.
Can't go into my zone of control, so I think you
Oh,
can
so
go
it's
to,
there.
yeah, there, and then 4108.
Cross. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, and 6. I'm just going to run away.
Okay. And you rolled a 4. You had an extra 2, so that it takes all 3 of his final. Cleburne's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Bait will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative? Yours?
I'm going to bring Smith into the fray here. Goes to fatigue 1. Here's their movement. 1 die plus 1. 4. MacArthur and Smith will go with MacArthur. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine. Smith will activate MacArthur and Smith or more again. Here's their die roll. 2, 3. More will go 1, 2, 3. What would the cab units there like to do?
Stand.
And MacArthur will go 1. Now what would the cab units like to do?
Stand.
They'll stand. So I have 2 left. So it's only plus 2. So I am going to stop there. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Initiative. It's yours.
Forest will have everybody entrench. So here is that. Okay. So there, Abtis. Initiative. Mine again.
You're not blocking, aren't you?
I am now blocking.
I should have made that attack. Okay.
So Cheatham activates everybody in his core. Here is their movement plus 2. 4. So is it time for force marches? Well, we'll see. So Cleburne is first. Here's his extended. He's okay. He will force march. So we'll flip him. And here's his force march roll. So he adds another 2 and loses a manpower. So he gets 6 total. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bait will roll his extend. He's okay. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then Brown's extend. He's okay. He will force march. He'll flip. Here's his march. He gets another 2. He loses a manpower. Okay, so he's got 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. Mine. Cheatham will activate all 4 of them to 4. Here is their march plus 2. 4.
No.
I think I can cover most of the spots. If they spread out, I apologize for taking a while as I look at the map here because
No, this
all these
is
roads, as you said earlier. So I think the best bet is to 1, 2, 3 to there. Oh, I'm sorry. Extended march plus 1 for him. He's okay. Brown, extended march plus 1. He will lose a manpower. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then Bait, extended march plus 1. He's okay. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Question is, do I actually need to move Cleburne farther? No. It just depends on whether or not Forest can hold out. So I think that is where they're going to go. So initiative, it's mine. Forest will take them to the next level. And
To the next level.
and to the next level. Super extreme entrenchments. All right, and initiative. And we'll take them all to 4.
Oh no, that gets
And
you
they
B2, doesn't it?
B2, right?
I should have attacked when I had the chance.
Okay, and they're all 4. All right, so initiative, it is yours.
Okay. So, where we're at, you've got Hillsborough Pike is blocked. I can't, that doesn't matter. Granny White Pike is blocked, but you also, with Brown, you're also blocking Franklin Pike is blocked. Claiborne blocks Franklin Pike as well as cutting me off there, and Forest blocks Nolansville Pike? Turn my head, yes. So, what do I do? How do I solve this conundrum? You still have Stewart and Lee. We're going to activate, Stanley's going to activate Wood. Here's their movement. It's a 5. Here's his extend march. It's a 2. He's okay. 1, 2, 3. 2 remaining. So he's going to attempt a normal assault on Claiborne.
Yes, drive me closer to Nashville. Yes.
Yeah, that's I mean, the way I'm looking at the tactical situation is somehow I have to try to create a line of communication, and you may disagree, but what I see is I have to create a line of communication down Franklin Pike through Brentwood, south down to my concentration there around Holt Knob. I don't think I got enough fatigues and movement to try to establish something down Nolensville Pike.
Right.
So I think I need to clear somehow
And I think one
the
wagon,
Franklin Pike.
I think one wagon will evaporate if you move it again.
Yeah,
I think B will. A may as well.
yeah, I've got. Yeah, I think this is my only chance, and it is like a slim chance, is to get, and given, like I said, you still got guys coming up, but I think this is my chance. I think I've got to try to create a Franklin Pike LOC, and I think I missed my chance when I attacked Smith Force. That probably was a huge miss. So anyway, this is gonna be a normal attack on Claiborne. There's no type of attack. The ratio is 11-4, so there's a +1 for the ratio. The tactical is a -1
No,
for Claiborne.
I'm a 3 on defense.
Okay, 3 on defense. Okay,
Right.
so there's no tactical. And you have 2 artillery pieces to my 3 on rolling, which I believe is going to be a -1.
It will be a -1.
So there's obviously no flank, no terrain, so I see this as a straight up even attack.
That's what I see.
Okay, Union left, Confederate right. And ooh.
There it is. The 1-6. We danced around it
um
all night.
so
Negative
yeah,
5 on 11. 2D.
2D for me. Let's organize this. And he's fatigued out.
And I think I will take the option for a retreat. Go there and there.
Okay, that was a 2D for me. Initiative. It's yours.
We will have Lee activate his core. So fatigue level 1. Here's their movement +2. It's 4. Not very helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. Take them to 2. Here's their movement. 7. Um, Lee will transfer to Clayton. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Johnson will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stevenson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. Yeah, Lee will activate all 3. Go to fatigue level 3. Here's their movement. +2, 5. Alright, extended marches. Clayton first. He's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's put him there. And then Stevenson. Stevenson's extended. He's okay. 1, 2.
Yeah.
We'll go to there. And then Johnson's extend. He's okay.
Wow.
1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
A little late. A little late. Okay. I think it's time for Smith to make an attempt on Force's group there. Heck, I missed out on it earlier. Now it's going to be worse odds. Significantly worse odds. Here's the attempt. Comes off. So you're at Breastworks 2, which means you have 10 manpower.
I do.
It's my 10, so there's no ratio. I get a type of a +1. You have how many guns now?
I now
One,
have 4.
two, 4 against
3. So just a -1.
3. It's a -1. So I believe I've got a +2 flank. So I believe the end result here is a plus.
The +2?
Oh, +2. Okay. Here we go. +2.
There you go.
+2
+2.
result. I give up another manpower though.
Okay, so we are just all flipped. Flip, and we lose our breastworks. And we have to go there. 1, and 2, and we'll go there. So now I have, what do I have there? I have 2.5, which is halved, so not enough to block anything there. But
Yeah.
Cleburne's blocking a little bit.
Claiborne's blocking the pike still.
Well, he's blocking the coming off the pike. He's not. Oh, he's blocking the Brentwood and Central Alabama pike, but he's not blocking the Nolansville. I don't think.
No, he's not blocking the Nolansville pike. Not saying it can't be done, but it's awfully close.
So you're at 3 manpower losses, and I'm at 2. So I think that is even, right? Yes, that's even. So we're back there.
Yes. Okay, initiative. It's mine again. Okay, now. Oh,
Don't you love this game?
okay. I don't believe, maybe those out there in the internet world will disagree with me. I don't believe I can get units into range down the Nolensville Pike. The roads just don't. With the +1, I got to get the wagons in with where I'm at.
And I suspect one or more of them would disappear in that
I
attempt,
suspect one or more of them will disappear.
or become vulnerable to
So,
Lee. Right?
or become vulnerable to Lee. So, that having been said, I'm not done just yet. Don't count me out yet.
I never do.
Smith is going to activate J Moore to fatigue 3. So here's his movement. It's a 7.
You always get these clutch rolls when you need them. It's uncanny.
This is going to transfer 2 more. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. What would Jackson like to do? I used 4. I have 3 MP remaining.
Okay, and I am 1, and you are 6. Well, yeah, we gotta bug out of there. So take my last fatigue. Here's their roll, and they are super small, so I don't think that's going to do anything to you. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll go there.
Okay. They will advance 1 more hex. He went to fatigue 3 and he did not roll for an extended march. So let's do that.
Okay.
He got a 4 on extended march. So does that change your decision? Because I got a
No,
+1.
because he would still be no, no, not
Okay.
at all.
I don't think it's good to go to a liquor store and make an impulse buy. Old Smoky, it's a local distillery. I've been wanting to try it. It was there right next to the cash register. Oh, I'll try
Sure,
that.
hey, man, support local business.
So here we go. Initiative. It's mine. Okay. So now what do we do?
You lash out with the force.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's the thought, isn't it? 1, 11, 12, 13. So wagon A and C are in range. Wagner, Cox are not. Wagon B is not. Stanley is done. Schofield is going to activate Ruger, Cox, Wagner, and Wagon B. So they're all going to fatigue 3. Here's their movement. 2. Start with Ruger, extended march. 3 plus
Just 2, I think.
2. So they're going to go 1, 2 to there. Wagon B went to fatigue 3 as well. Here's Wagon B's extended march, plus 3. He is destroyed. Here's Wagner's extended march. He's okay. Needed that roll on. Should have done Wagner first. He's just going to go 1 to there. Here's Cox's extended march. He's okay. Cox is going to go 1 to there. Potentially leaving the wagon train open, but blocking Grand View. Initiative. It's yours.
Lee will activate Stevenson to 4. Here's his movement plus 2. 6. Here's his extended march of plus 1. He's okay. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 6. Initiative. Yours.
He's done, correct?
He is done.
Okay, Wilson will activate Stewart, Croxton, Harrison. Here's their movement. You got +2. Croxton really at fatigue 2.
Yeah, because I attacked.
Extended march. 2, he's okay. So 1,
2 to there.
2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3. And go into Franklin and back out again. 4, 5. Harrison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Yours.
Lee is going to activate Clayton to 4. Here's your movement plus 2. 5. Here's extended march plus 1. Flips. Well, what to do now? Needed just one more. Man, if ever there was a bad time for a failed extended march, it was right then, and that's just a heartbreaker. So we're gonna go 3, 4, 5. Just guard that flank. Initiative. It's mine again. I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
This does look like a third grade soccer game. Just
Yeah,
kick the ball.
historically
Go for the ball. Go for the ball.
they would never let this happen. Okay, so you took away where I was. I guess you saw I was aiming for Stevenson there.
Yo, yes. My spider sense was tingling.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. I needed a better die roll to get around the corner there. Cut across country, but I didn't have it. But what can I do? Okay.
I am happy that we've managed to offset the brevity of last week's episode with a
Yeah,
good thinking
you'll have
chess
some
match.
editing to do, I think.
Yeah.
Wilson's going to activate Stewart, Croxton, and Harrison. 2 die plus 2. That's the roll I needed the last time. Croxton's extended march taken care of first. He is okay. So we're moving 10. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to force him to take. If he wants to move, he's going to have to do a cav retreat against my guys. Willing to risk the one manpower loss to chew up all your movement points there. Or to actually risk an assault. Actually, wouldn't be such a terrible thing. Initiative. It's yours.
Stuart will activate French to 2. There's his
French.
movement plus 2. Ah, he will roll extend. This guy's
Wow.
useless. Just useless. Um, so he's going to lose a manpower. And Stuart will not transfer to him now. So he will just go there. Initiative. Mine. Alright. I will pass.
Okay. Well, I guess I need to go ahead and start trying to figure out how I'm going to do all this. I haven't even run the spreadsheet to see if this even makes a difference. So we may have been playing for the last hour or so for no reason. We'll start with Ruger, and Schofield cannot activate anybody else because Cox and Wagner are outside his.
Yeah,
They're blocked.
I've got all the Zocs blocked.
So Ruger's going to activate by himself. This will be he's going to fatigue 4, which will be a +3 extended march. First, his movement is a 2. Extended march is a 1. So he's actually okay. So they're going to go 1, 2 to the school. Initiative. It's mine. Well, there's only one way for me to do this. So we're going to activate Wagner to fatigue 4. Here's his movement.
You just activated Cox.
Cox, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Cox.
Okay.
Here's movement is a 5. Extended march is also a +3. And he is amazingly okay. He's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. It's yours.
If you move Wagner in there, then I've got to do something about it. Man, you are a
You have
grinder.
the
You are a
you have the
grinder,
initiative.
sir. You work to the very bitter end, and I applaud you for that. Um,
I would have quit, but I kept seeing a glimmer.
yeah, there's always
This is a glimmer.
right. Dang, dang. The closest angel's hair breadth ever. Um,
He's got to get a manpower loss on me.
I just got to get a manpower loss. So we'll activate Johnson. We'll get a fatigue level 4. He has to self-activate, so here's a +1 to his march. And it's 4. What would you like to do?
You got a 4, eh?
I did get a 4
And I roll 1 die roll
for the
for
whole
Confederate
stack.
retreat
Right.
for the whole stack.
But you're going to get
You
a
have a
plus
7.
2. Yeah.
Well, I'm not too worried about
Oh, yeah. You want the 16%, right.
I'll be a +1, +2 attack if you were to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have enough to get to the wagon trains. So what's more likely? +2 attack is even. It's the same odds exactly. No, cav retreat is better odds.
And this is the kind of wonderful ambiguity that you cannot get by solo play, because you don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm crazy.
Right. 1, 2, 3. one. So if I roll, I don't affect your movement. You could still get. Well, you're not going to attack. Well, you might attack at 7-4 because that would also, if you drove me out there, would win the game. Wow. Internet, feel free to question this decision, but I'm going to Cav retreat. Right now I'm a 6. I'm a large force.
Yeah, you'll get a +2 to this.
So here's the Cav retreat roll, +2. I lose a manpower,
Holy smokes. Oh my gosh.
and
Wow.
I'll take it off this guy.
So that puts you there.
And they all flip, of course. And act retreat 4 to 6 hexes. And you can advance if you wish, but I do believe
I am going to stand right there.
yeah, we'll make a play. I'm not done yet.
No, no. Yeah, I mean, you have one potential unit that
Yep,
can get in there. So
maybe.
we will stay where we are. Initiative. So
Do you make the attack, burn
yeah,
me up, and hope you don't lose any manpower in
yeah,
return?
yeah, because that works all the time. I'm going to pass.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Well, Kimball, T2, just gets his die roll. It's a 2. Extended march to 1. So he's going to go 1-2. He's already disorganized, so he can't do a force march, which I would love to do. Initiative. It's yours.
So the wagons are right where they need to be, provided you build a bridge, right?
Yeah, Wagner has to go to 4712 to build the bridge.
Right,
Yes,
and that means Kimball needs to get all the way around to there.
correct.
One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7.
I'm saying he can't do
Plus
it. He
plus
needs some
all
good die
this
rolls.
plus all the stuff for the wagons. Um,
It's unlikely.
oh, Roger, I have come to expect anything with you. So Stewart is going to activate both
MP.
those units, right? And here's their movement. There, extended march for Loring. He's okay, and Walthall. There, okay. So they will go there. Initiative. All right. Now the question becomes: do I completely sap you out, or just chase you? And I think I'm going to chase you. So pass.
Yep. Okay. Kimball, T3. Pretty much needs a 6. He doesn't get a 6. 1-2. And he can't. Here's extended marches for the. Yeah, and he's going to lose in that. Well, 6 plus 2 on an 8.
Just a one.
Plays.
Yeah.
It's just a 1? Okay.
Yeah.
He
Because
loses
he's under
manpower.
10 manpower. Yeah.
But I think he can't get there now. I mean, he needs to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't have enough to get to where he needs to be.
Okay. So just because I know and you know that Holger is going to count for us, I want to make sure that you don't short yourself. So let's assume that you get. We'll go ahead and we'll just kind of put this out. I'm going to put Wagner there, so you have a
Okay.
bridge. So we're going to go from Nashville at Fort Morton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Wagner would be 1, and then all the way to Nashville is 13. So wagon C and A are exactly where they need to be. So yes, Kimball would have to get into their hex, and I don't think he can do that with even a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He would not have enough to get to their
Yeah.
hex, right? Okay. So if you want to roll the initiative and see how it goes,
Yeah. Yeah. If you're willing to do that. Yeah.
sure. Okay, it's yours.
Mine. Take Kimball, T. Let's see. Do I have any other options here?
Oh,
You know what?
and
We do have other
all right.
options. We'll activate Wilson's core. Actually, we'll activate Hatch first. Here's his movement. He dice +1. He's an 11. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Get a manpower loss. So I'm going to gamble on my initiative here because she's probably going to escape. It's mine. Wilson will activate Harrison. Here's his movement. It's a 4 plus 2 is a 6. So they're going to attempt a normal assault on Crossland. So this is going to be 2 to 1 for a 1 ratio. So this is just going to be a +1 attack.
Yes.
I guess I could have probably activated. Well, no, I wouldn't have been able to get everybody around. I should have probably moved somebody to 4007. See if we can pick up the manpower back. And I don't.
I think it's just DD, right?
Yep, DD,
And I can make
voluntary
a
retreat.
voluntary, which I think I will. So we'll go there, 2, 3, and 4.
Initiative. I'm not done yet. We're gonna play. Oh! I hit so many times. I don't know what I.
That's all right. It was the first one was a 3/6, so it's mine.
Okay.
A pill.
If you want to call this game, I mean, we're getting pretty late. We're obviously talking about chasing down a single manpower loss here at this point. So
I'm gonna pass.
I'll make one more try.
I know you want to in your heart, and you know what? You are persistent enough that it's gonna happen. So it's just a matter of time.
Well, you still have. If I do this, then you still have things you can do. So, yeah, Wilson will activate Croxton and Kuhn. Let's see. Is that what it? As a core commander, he doesn't necessarily have to be the first guy to attack, right?
That's correct.
So he'll activate Kuhn and Croxton. Okay, so here's the movement. Is an 11 plus 2 is a 13. Uh, so he's going to transfer to Croxton. And here's Hatch's extended march. Is a 4. He's okay. So he has 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He actually has 8 remaining. So he's going to launch a prepared attack against Crossland. So at 2 versus a half, it's a 4 to 1 ratio. So it's +3 +1 for the type.
Yep.
So +4.
There it is.
So it's 6 to 1.
So +5, and that's a 1
Plus,
DR. So there's your manpower.
okay. And they will uh, stay there. Here's Croxton's extended march. 3. He's okay. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and Wilson will join him. Initiative. It's yours.
Well, I should have taken your offer when you offered. I just don't see how I can do it now. Yeah, Stuart will activate French to 3. Here's his movement. 5. Here's his extended +1 now. I'm telling you, man. Just not destined to ever. Yep, he's just got to go there. Initiative. Mine.
Huh? Here,
Um,
you get it back.
okay, Walthall. Go to 3. Here's his movement. It's okay. Extended March +1. It's okay. There. Initiative. Mine. Walthall to 4. Extended March plus. Oh, he's going to just go 1. Here's his extended +3. He's going to lose 1 manpower. And go to there. Right. Initiative. Yours.
Okay, so if I move open dike, you get the manpower loss.
Yeah. Either Zoc.
I gotta hope he holds on. So I'll activate Wagner. Fatigue 4. It's his movement. He's just gonna move 1 hex bolt. Roll for movement. 4. Extended march is a +3.
+4 for him. So,
+4.
yeah,
Well,
but either way, it's just 1.
Yeah, he's going to lose a manpower. He's just going to do that when they're there. So initiative, mine. Well, I think moving open night gives you a point, so I will pass.
So that means I have to try to cause him to retreat. Uh, yes. And I do have a 4 flank on him now, but one of them are going to come off. So it's +3. It's got no artillery. So, yeah, this is for the game. First attempt luring. He'll go to fatigue level 3. Here's his attempt at an assault on Optake. And it comes off. So we have 1 for assault, 1 for tactical, and +3 for flank.
Mm-hmm.
No artillery, no creek on that side. So here's +5.
That's
Hooray.
enough, I think.
+5 on 3 will cause you a DR
Yep.
right off the top, and then another one for the first retreat.
Yep. He's going to lose a manpower. He has to retreat away, so it's the only option, which is another manpower,
Right.
and then he can retreat into town.
Yep.
2, 3, 4. He picks up the demoralization marker. That ends the game.
I think it does. Let's punch the numbers in officially into the spreadsheet. So we've got we'll do the manpower losses first. You've got 6, and I've got 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's 12 to 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. The exact 8 uh, times 7.
Yep.
So I'm guessing that's a 53.
53 total, yes. 53 total for a marginal Confederate victory.
Wow.
Well fought, I have to say, on both
You
sides,
too,
I think.
man. This is 15 rounds, baby.
Never give up,
Never
boy,
throw in
on
the
both
towel.
sides.
Don't throw in the towel. I mean, just this. I think
Is
this.
anybody left with any movement points at all?
Just
Kimball's got one, I guess, and the wagons have one.
yes,
That's
yeah,
it.
right. And they're not going to do any harm. They're not going to. Well, yeah. If you moved a wagon, you'd lose 7
Yeah,
points.
more than likely. So
Right.
yeah, they're. I guess I've got a couple.
Wow.
Got
This
Wilson's got a couple of fatigues left in him, but they're not
the
gonna.
the total opposite antithesis and other antonyms. Sure. Any other opposite things reverse of last week. Amazing. What an amazing game.
Yeah, you got to give Jeff a hard time. Hey, buddy.
You missed out.
I imagine this is going to get edited down pretty tight.
Well,
There's a lot of thought.
yeah. I
I
think
don't know how
I
many
think we
times I
can.
counted 13 X's. 13
Yeah,
X's.
yeah. Well, I mean, I can easily get this down to about an hour 15, hour and a half, easy. But
Yeah.
let's do our final thoughts for this as we wrap up scenario number 4, and we sure did make the fight tonight unbelievable. I will let you start.
Well, I don't know, and I'm going to be interested. I hope people put comments in. My decision when you had Forrest on the Pike, Franklin Pike, to run everybody to the north and east. I wasn't, that was not, I don't know if that was a good decision or a bad decision. I felt like I had better options of getting the Harpeth Pike through Brentwood than I did the Franklin Pike through Brentwood. The way I felt things were going to play out. I think that decision for me was crucial. I somehow managed to get my 8 units. But I don't know. Maybe I should have just kept. Maybe I should have pressed straight north through down the Franklin Pike and tried to clear it.
If I
That to
hit,
me was
I I
the
think
decision of the game. I think for me was that decision.
right. I think if I had, if I'm doing anything differently, if I had been willing to sacrifice bait on the Hillsborough Pike and bring him down toward Brentwood just to reinforce, I probably could have figured some way, I hope, to preclude your sneaky bridge building, which was inspired, by the way. The two things that caught me off guard was I forgot about Smith and Jay Moore and MacArthur up there, and then you're like, they're coming out. It's like, oh God, I forgot they're right behind Forrest. So I wanted to hold off as long as I could on digging because
Right.
precious fatigues, of course. And I think you knew and I knew that all I needed to do was whip one set of Abati on there, and they're good. And I figured, if nothing else, they are meant to hold that position uh, at all hazard, if I'm using Civil War terminology, until I could get Hood. Once you gave me the avenue through Franklin, um, and that's exactly where we always come back to the. You even said it. You said, "Oh, you're gonna do this, that, and the other," and that reminded me that why I never play these games solo because I know what I'm going to do and there's no surprise. And you said something out loud. I'm like, aha, he thinks I'm going towards Brentwood
Oh,
with Hood and Cheatham. And, and then when I stepped into Cloverdale and you went, oh, I was like, there it is. There it is. I surprised him because I had a couple of opportunities and Hatch retreated, opened the avenue, and then I could whip around to the west up through Beachville.
yeah.
I wish I'd gotten slightly, just a couple pips more.
Oh,
I wanted
yeah.
to be closer to that red line there so that I could officially block them, and then really have to make you march farther to build a bridge or whatever you were going to do. So if I could have had some overlapping zone of control closer to Nashville, that was my goal. But I did what I could. Um, but yeah, attacking Forest was good. That was your first domino that you need to fall, and then moving Smith around to build that bridge with Schofield and Stanley and everyone that was left. That was perfect. And of course I didn't figure on what you were doing there until it was too late. I'm like, he's building a bridge. Dang it, I forgot about it. So
Yeah,
great
there
job
were,
with that.
I just barely, I was like, I was trying to see. I mean, I didn't want to do what I did. I really wanted to try to shift again further north to the Nolensville
The
Pike.
Nolensville Pike, yeah.
But I just couldn't see the dire rolls to get there. I was out of fatigues with the wagons, and on the Union side, unless you unless the Confederate player does make a massive assault on Franklin, uh, it does seem like eight is the magic number. The Union's got to get eight units
Right, right.
in within the LOC to have any chance at all.
You've got the flexibility with Smith and the DAT, of course, because those
Yeah,
are those are points in the
those are
bank. Those 14 points
yeah.
already. But yeah,
And when you built your first blockage point at the blacksmith shop, that was I didn't want to run Smith all the way down the road to try to clear that.
right.
And I think I made it on day one. And this is the mistake I made when I soloed it. Yeah, I repeated it. Let's do. I took an extra fatigue on the wagons to not gain a lot of ground and to put the one guy at risk.
Sure.
I was lucky he wasn't destroyed by the attack you made there
Right.
at the blacksmith shop. I was very lucky.
Um,
That would have probably put me obviously in a deeper hole, in a huge hole. One unit is enough
yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
because I was sacrificing Kimball as it was to keep the block as well as I could the forwards to the east of Franklin there.
yeah. Well, the Fortune of War, I guess if we're calling that the Fortunes of War award for this, the one single critical instant in time that changed the late game possibility for me was, and you guys will never see it because I've edited all that time out, was Lee and Stevenson, who are now at the Blacks, or Lee and Clayton, rolling one pip shy of what I needed, and then of course flipping extended march, so they could not force march. But the goal
Oh,
was to whip
yeah.
around and get up towards 4715 to 4814. And if I had had the one pip I needed, I could have put them into 4813 there, and That would have been
Hmm.
catbird, you know.
Yep.
But
Yep.
as it
Oh,
stood, that's fortune.
let's talk about a decision I made and see if you agreed or disagreed. My decision to cav retreat or fight it out.
Um, I
Would you
was
have fought it out?
no, no.
Okay.
I figured it was, and again, people don't get to see the amazing fist pump I did, uh, almost falling off the chair when you rolled the one, um, because I was like, wow, 16% chance, and I was happy either way. I was willing to say, 16% chance. If you roll a one, great. Now I've got the points I need. If not, then I at least can potentially get Johnson out of there,
Right.
or attack. It really, I mean, it would have come down to uh, if you had stayed, I would have agonized for about another 3 to 5 minutes about, well, I got prepared. Should I? Shouldn't I? Because with four, losing two to escape the Zoc, and he really didn't have enough to do anything beyond that. So I probably would have just marched in place, I guess, because I really didn't want to move him away from preventing Kimball from coming out like he did.
Yeah.
Wow, what a nuanced scenario. I just can't. I can't believe how. I mean, here we are. Officially, we're 3 hours.
Oh,
But
for a two
but
turner?
for a two-turner, yeah, 3 hours, and that's elapsed time, and then we'll cut it down to official play time. Will probably be in the hour and a half range. That question has come up on the Discord group of late, so uh, yeah, that gives you an idea. Well, I don't
But
know what else to say as we move forward into scenario five, but this has been an absolute pleasure tonight to see the the total mirror image or opposite mirror image of oh yeah the mirror image of what we saw
yeah,
last
this
week.
was yeah, very different. Very different.
So yeah, it's Bizarro World, Jerry.
Yeah, it really is. And it wasn't like I think it was a huge learning, from A to B or from last night to this night or the last game was just oh, yeah, don't lose Franklin. So, but anyway,
Yeah, and
cool. Very
this one
very
is we learn to count to 13 a lot.
oh God Almighty. And it's not just 13 because you got to do the wagons
The
plus
wagon plus one,
one.
right? Yeah, exactly. If
Crap.
there's a
Because
non-pike hex in there, you've got to factor that in.
because I was thinking that was I could get to there, and you
Right.
said, and you made a comment, and if you hadn't made a comment, I probably would have had wagons sitting there.
Oh
It's like,
yeah, yeah.
oh, that's not gonna happen.
Right.
Gotta do something else.
So
Anyway, great game, great
great.
scenario. Well done, designers on this one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Be sure to send them a thank you card for it. And wow, the fact that it came down to a cavalry retreat and Stewart trying to make up for his muff of the
Oh,
crossing of Hughes Ford in the
yeah,
first turn.
yeah, I needed an initiative there to get out of there. He sat there the whole frickin' day too. Just didn't sit there and just got clobbered.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he filled his position anyway. But I'm glad we played it out.
Me too.
Really am.
Me too. I really do. You know, there is something to be said for never say die, and that's why it's such a pleasure to play with you, sir. So, uh, good job. No
Yep.
matter what,
Yep.
no matter what the results say, it was still a very, very good
Well,
fight tonight.
congratulations to you too.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
well
you.
well played.
And we will see you all here next time. And please take a minute to leave us the comments. We want to hear your feedback. You guys have been doing great with that. We're getting a lot of very now that Hood Strikes North is hitting tables and people are experiencing it themselves. We want to see how your experiences are similar or different and what you would do as far as your tactical choices as you play through these things. So leave us some comments and give us a little subscribe, click, and the thumbs up and all that good stuff. And we will be glad to see you here next time with what's the next one called?
The Battle of Murfreesboro, if I
Oh,
remember correctly.
really? Okay. Yes.
Not Stones River, just the Battle of Murfreesboro.
Right. I'm sorry. The enemy was badly whipped. So
Yeah, badly whipped indeed.
great. Well, you have a great week, and
You too.
will see you all. I will see you and everybody else here next time. Have a great one.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.